class. I hope you guys are doing really well. I wanted to take a minute to make you all a video. I thought to myself that you all would need a video, and then as I was doing some grading and some troubleshooting with some of the grading stuff, I realized it's getting too close to the end of the semester for me not to touch bases with you via video. So let's get a few things that I've been troubleshooting out of the way. So you guys know my motto by now. If I make a mistake or there's some kind of error or flaw on my part, I am not going to allow that to be reflected in your grade. So some of you are noticing that your quiz grades are changing even though you may have gotten an incorrect answer. So for one of the modules, I believe it was module 9, the video just wasn't working correctly. Many of you took it upon yourselves to go find the video in a working format, which was really great. Those are great skills to have as you guys are juniors and seniors. Many of you all are going out into the workforce. You guys will have to have problem solving skills. So I see that many of you all took that chance to problem solve for yourself, found the video, watched it, and were able to answer the quiz questions correctly. But I didn't punish anyone for not finding the video or just not getting the questions correct. So I gave everyone points for those questions. For last week's module, there was a poorly written question on the quiz about stress reduction strategies. The question asked which one was not a good strategy. It should have more so reflected which one would have been the least effective strategy. So it may help someone reduce their stress, but it's not necessarily the best strategy that we would suggest. So I went back, gave everybody points on that as well. So you will always have corrections made like that as long as you turn the assignment in. So many of you, I'll send out that announcement that I'm going to fix the grading, and then I think people get a little confused, and then they start emailing me and asking, do they qualify for the grade change? If I'm going to change the grade, if you did the whatever assignment it is that I'm changing the grade on, you'll reap the benefits of my bad mistake. So that's happening. You all will also notice that I am starting to give you your first journal grade that's out of 25 points for the module journals. I am actually using the journal from module 6, which was about depression rates in the African American community and how it's affected by discrimination. So I'm using that one. You will see that as long as you turn the assignment in for module 6, you got 10 points for that grade because there's going to be 2 corresponding slots. So all in all, for the module 6 journal, you could get up to 35 points if you add the 10 points that you get regularly plus the 25 points together. So I'm giving everyone who turned that assignment in the first 10 points. I thought it would be kind of double dipping or double grading or double penalizing if I graded you on a 10-point scale and then turned right back around and graded you on a 25-point scale. So instead of doing that, which would mean that you would just be losing and losing and losing points, I went ahead and gave you the first 10 points. Everyone got a 100 for turning it in on that part, and then I'm actually giving you a grade reflective of the quality of the work that you turned in for the 25-point scale part. So I'm about a third of the way done with that grading, so many of you will start seeing it pop up. So I just wanted you to know which module journal I was actually using. You all turned in your second progress report, I guess I could call it, for your gratitude journals. I'm going to get to through. I'm going to just read them again. If you turned it in, you'll get your points for that, as I did for the first check-in. So as long as you did all of the posts for each week, and you turn it in, you'll get the points. But I also enjoy just kind of getting to take the time to read the progress report, so I'll be doing that. But we're getting really close to the end of the semester, so you're going to be turning in your last few of them, or the end, or the reflection for it. So I want you all to go take the time to read the gratitude journal reflections criteria, so that you'll know what it is that you're supposed to be writing, so that as you do these last few entries, you can really start thinking about what is it that you want to convey in your reflection about this assignment. As well as, I want you guys to go ahead and read them if you haven't already, so you can ask me any questions if anything is unclear, and I can go ahead and clarify before the assignment is due. You guys are really great about telling me when something just isn't clear, is a bad question, poorly written. So I really appreciate that. So that's that. As we approach the end of the semester, there's a final coming. So it's going to follow the same format as the midterm. Again, you will need a proctor. So you guys need to go ahead and get your proctors signed up for. It seems to me that the free proctors, which of course, I mean, you guys are college students, so free proctors go the fastest. So, get on that, getting your proctors scheduled for the final. Let me know if you're having any issues with that. So, you guys should be receiving very soon, if not already, the student evaluation form for this class. I would greatly appreciate you guys filling that out. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I inherited this class from a professor who had served as my mentor for a portion of my time during the master's program. So I inherited it from him. He was really happy with where he had gotten the course to, and with what he felt like he was leaving the students with, knowledge-wise and skill-wise. So as my grandma always says, when you get a new recipe, make the recipe the way it says, taste it, and then make changes on the second time. So I really wanted to run this class as closely to the way that he intended for it to be ran, using much of the materials that he used, following a lot of the format that he used. The major change that I made to this class was I changed the final project. So I changed it to the gratitude journal. You guys would have been doing a scientific journal article review. I thought that the gratitude journals would be really interesting and something really fun, and a great something that you guys could take with you. I have received several emails from some of the students saying how much they're enjoying the gratitude journal. So I figured you guys would probably like that more than reading a 20-page journal article and telling me what you thought about it, basically. So I hope you are enjoying the gratitude journal. So I would really like to have the feedback about what you enjoyed about the class, how it ran, so I know there's a comment section. So you guys, I would really appreciate the constructive criticism, because I will be teaching this course again next semester, and it's a possibility that I'll be teaching this class more times than that. So I would love the feedback. So I know some of the things that aren't working already. I know for myself, I have not liked the change from the day that things are due. I loved getting up on Saturday morning knowing that I needed to film a video and get everything posted up. This whole Tuesday, Wednesday thing is really bugging my schedule, and I get so busy in the week that I actually forget to open up the module for the week and to make a video, and I have to be reminded. And I thought to myself, if I can't remember, then you guys are probably having a hard time remembering as well, and I don't think I'm going to like that, and I think that next semester I'm going to change that. As well as I know that some of the quiz questions haven't been the greatest. Some of the grading for the quiz questions have had some errors in it, and it caused you guys a little bit of angst, and so I'd like to avoid that next semester, so I'm going to change those things. But I'd like feedback on what you thought about the gratitude journal. I'd like feedback on what you thought about the videos that you guys watched, the amount of reading that you all had to do, the textbook. This again was a textbook that he had selected. I like pictures in my textbooks. That's just me. And I noticed that there just weren't a lot of pictures in it when I got the book. So let me know how you feel about the textbook. I'm likely not going to change that next semester, but that would be something that I could be thinking about for future semesters. So let me know. Was it easy to read? Was it easy to follow? Did it bore you to tears? Did you find that it was just too heavy, or that it wasn't digging into what you expected to learn from this class? I would love to know those kinds of things. What you expected to learn in this class versus what you did learn in this class. Did you like and enjoy the videos? Which ones were your favorite? Which ones could you have gone without? And like I said, I'd love to know what you had hoped to learn that you didn't, especially if it's something that you really wanted to learn about and you didn't. So I would greatly appreciate that. I think that at this point I'm pretty much done with all my feedback that I need to give you all. I'm thinking I will select another journal to do the second 25-point grade. I don't know which one it's going to be. 6 sounded like a good number, and I chose that one, and that was also where I was at in the grading. I'm going to be actually house sitting for a coworker next week, and she doesn't have cable or working televisions, so I will get a lot of grading done next week, because that's pretty much what I'll have to do, is to get some reading done and grade. So you guys should be seeing a lot of grades come out. I'm sorry, I'm getting slightly distracted by my dog. A lot of grades coming out next week. So look forward to that. I turned on, as I said in the announcement that I just sent out, I turned on the grade columns. I hadn't realized that you guys couldn't see them, so you can kind of see where you're at. If you have some concerns about your grade, email me. I do not intend on giving any extra credit for this class, so your grade is where it stands, but you could definitely kind of talk with me about where your grade is, and maybe I can help you calculate what you need to get on your final. If you're concerned about getting an A or getting a B or a C or something to that nature. So email me. You guys are doing great with that. I'm glad to see that you guys are starting to use the question and answers discussion board. Let me know about that in the evaluation too. Was it just that I opened it too late and you guys were already used to emailing me, or do you really just not like that idea? It's not being used as much as I have seen it used in a class that I TA'd for in the past. I expect it to be used a lot more, but I think you guys are emailing me more because you feel like what you're emailing me is more personal than I would consider it, and I think some of the things you're emailing me go on there, but you guys do email me a lot about things that are individualized, so I can see how it's not being used as much as I thought. And by the way, you guys do not have to introduce yourselves in your emails to me. I know who you are. You don't have to tell me, hi, I'm April and I'm in your HEA 310 class. I know who you are. I know your names. So you don't have to introduce yourself. So that is it. No more rambling from me. Sorry that this is a little bit longer. It's longer than I intended to be, but there were several things I just wanted to get caught up on. So you guys have a great week. It's almost over. You can do it. I know you guys probably have plenty going on right now. I hope that you guys have relaxing plans for the holidays that are coming up. And reach out to me if you have any questions or need anything. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye.